At 47, after losing everything, his business, his marriage, his health, Marcus found a single Stoic principle that rebuilt his entire life in 18 months. He stopped chasing more and started valuing less. You've been told wealth means endless accumulation, bigger houses, faster cars, more gadgets. But what if that pursuit is precisely what's keeping you from true prosperity? This isn't about deprivation. It's about discerning what genuinely matters, creating an uncluttered path to unprecedented financial freedom, and reclaiming your most valuable assets: time, energy, and focus. Are you ready to challenge everything you believe about wealth? The world bombards you with desires. Every advertisement, every social media post whispers that you are incomplete without the latest upgrade, the trendiest possession. This relentless external pressure creates an illusion of scarcity, convincing you that your happiness is always just one purchase away. But Stoicism teaches us to master our desires, to recognize that true contentment originates within. Seneca once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This isn't about being poor, it's about being free from the endless chase. Consider the staggering impact of overconsumption. The average American household is burdened with over $16,000 in credit card debt, often fueled by purchases that provide fleeting joy. This debt isn't just a number, it's a chain binding your future earnings to past impulses. A minimalist mindset isn't about eliminating possessions, but eliminating the need for them. It's about intentionality, ensuring every item you own, every dollar you spend, serves a clear purpose in your life, rather than cluttering your space and draining your resources. This clarity is the first step towards financial liberation. The clutter in your physical space mirrors the clutter in your mind. A study by Princeton University's Neuroscience Institute found that physical clutter competes for your attention, decreasing focus and increasing stress. Think about your home, your office, your digital desktop. Are these environments facilitating deep work, clear thought, and calm decision-making, or are they constant sources of low-level distraction? Decluttering isn't just tidying, it's an act of mental purification, a strategic move to optimize your environment for peak performance and wealth-generating clarity. It removes resistance. Sarah M., a struggling freelance designer, documented her decluttering journey. By eliminating 70% of her non-essential belongings over 3 months, she reported a 25% increase in daily productive hours. This wasn't magic. It was the direct result of reducing decision fatigue and enhancing focus. She wasn't spending mental energy managing things. She was investing it in her craft. Imagine regaining an extra hour of focused work 5 days a week. That's a profound shift in potential output, directly impacting your earning capacity. What unnecessary items are stealing your precious mental bandwidth? Epictetus, a former slave, understood true freedom wasn't about external circumstances, but internal control. He said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This isn't merely an austere philosophy, it's a powerful framework for financial resilience. By deliberately reducing your wants, you dramatically lower your baseline for contentment. This translates directly into needing less to be happy, which means you can save, invest, and build wealth more aggressively without the constant pressure of keeping up. It liberates your income. Digital minimalism is equally vital. The average person spends over 3 hours and 15 minutes on their phone daily, checking it 58 times. Each notification, each mindless scroll, fragments your attention and erodes your ability to concentrate on deep work. Dr. Cal Newport, author of Digital Minimalism, argues that strategic disengagement from digital noise is crucial for producing high-value work. By ruthlessly curating your digital environment, turning off notifications, unsubscribing from useless emails, deleting distracting apps, you reclaim hours of focused attention, invaluable for any wealth builder. Consider the case of Michael S., a software developer who implemented a strict digital detox for 1 week each month. He reported a 30% increase in problem-solving efficiency during those weeks, directly leading to him securing more complex, higher-paying contracts. This isn't about avoiding technology, it's about using it as a tool, not a master. This disciplined approach to digital engagement preserves your most finite resource, your attention. Where is your attention going right now? Is it building your future, or is it being scattered by the digital winds? Time is your ultimate non-renewable resource. Marcus Aurelius implored us, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good now. This isn't a morbid warning, but a clarion call to prioritize. Every minute spent on something trivial is a minute stolen from building your legacy, your skills, your wealth. A minimalist mindset values time above all else, seeing it as the fundamental currency of life. Are you spending your time wisely or letting it slip through your fingers? Conduct a ruthless time audit. For 1 week, track every 30 minutes of your day. You'll likely discover alarming time sinks, hours lost to unproductive browsing, excessive meetings, or indecisiveness. Dr. Laura Vanderkam's research on successful individuals consistently shows a profound awareness and intentional scheduling of their time, prioritizing high-impact activities. By eliminating non-essential tasks and dedicating focused blocks to wealth-building activities, learning, creating, networking, you effectively buy back hours each week. These reclaimed hours are potent fuel for your financial engine. Consider Anya Sharma, a consultant who applied this principle. By cutting her social media consumption by 80% and implementing deep work blocks, she freed up an average of 15 hours per week. She invested this time in learning a new coding language, which directly led to a 40% increase in her hourly rate within 6 months. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, with surgical precision on what truly moves the needle. Are you optimizing your time for maximum impact, or letting it be eroded by the trivial? Minimalist approach transforms your relationship with money from passive consumption to purposeful investment. Every dollar you earn represents a piece of your life energy, your time. When you spend it on fleeting pleasures or unnecessary items, you are literally selling a piece of your future. The Stoics advocate for intentionality in all actions. This extends to your finances. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" ask, "Does this purchase align with my highest values and long-term financial goals? Does it truly enhance my life or merely add clutter?" This translates into disciplined budgeting and investment. The average household spends 15% of its income on non-essential categories like dining out, entertainment, and miscellaneous shopping. A minimalist budget doesn't cut joy, it redirects funds. Imagine reallocating just half of that 15% into a diversified investment portfolio. Over 20 years, with an average 7% return, that seemingly small shift could accumulate hundreds of thousands of dollars. This isn't magic, it's the power of intentionality and compound interest. You are literally building freedom, dollar by dollar. John and Maria, a couple in their 30s, adopted a minimalist financial strategy. By rigorously tracking every expense and eliminating over $1,200 a month in subscription services, impulse buys, and excessive dining, they were able to increase their investment contributions by 70%. Their net worth grew by an astonishing $150,000 in just 3 years, far outpacing their peers. They didn't earn more initially, they simply stopped wasting. This isn't about austerity, it's about strategic allocation of capital for maximum future impact. Your choices define your destiny. True wealth, the Stoics understood, is internal. If you want to be rich, said Epictetus, think not of adding to your store but of subtracting from your desires. Material possessions offer fleeting gratification, but inner contentment provides a bedrock of peace, regardless of external circumstances. When you derive satisfaction from purpose, relationships, and growth, the pressure to consume dissipates. This creates psychological freedom, freeing your mind to focus on genuine value creation rather than chasing the next superficial acquisition. This is the ultimate financial superpower. Invest in experiences, not things. Research from Cornell University consistently shows that experiential purchases, travel, learning, personal development lead to greater long-term happiness and satisfaction than material goods. These investments enrich your life, expand your perspective, and build lasting memories, fundamentally improving your quality of life without adding clutter. More importantly, they often cultivate skills and connections that indirectly contribute to your earning potential and overall well-being. This isn't just about happiness, It's about strategic personal capital growth. The average American spends $1,800 annually on unused gym memberships, forgotten subscriptions, and clothes never worn. Imagine channeling that capital into an online course that unlocks a new career path or funding a life-changing sabbatical. Emily R., a marketing professional, cut her unused subscriptions and impulse clothing purchases by 90%, redirecting over $1,500 into a digital marketing certification. Within a year, she launched her own agency, doubling her income. Her choice wasn't about saving, it was about investing in herself, minimally, powerfully. Your dormant funds hold immense potential. Challenge your limiting beliefs. The phrase, "I need this," is often a lie your consumer-driven mind tells you. Seneca encouraged us to test our perceived needs. Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, "Is this the condition that I feared?" By consciously simplifying, even for a short period, you realize how little you truly require to thrive. This practice breaks the psychological chains of materialism and empowers you to make choices based on genuine value. The power of no is an essential minimalist tool. Say no to unnecessary purchases, no to distracting notifications, no to commitments that don't serve your purpose. Every no to the trivial is a yes to what truly matters. Warren Buffett famously said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." This isn't just about time management. It's about protecting your energy, your focus, and your financial resources from dilution. Guard your resources fiercely. This minimalist mindset isn't a quick fix. It's a profound paradigm shift. It's about intentionality, discipline, and a deep understanding that true wealth isn't measured by what you possess, but by what you control. Start small. Pick one area today, your digital life, your spending habits, your physical space, and ruthlessly simplify. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. Focus on what is within your control, eliminate the superfluous, and watch as your clarity, your focus, and your financial freedom expand exponentially. The path to unstoppable wealth begins when you choose less.